What's good, my queens and my kings? Y'all know I was gonna show y'all how to do this, right? Y'all knew that. So the first thing I did was create this design in Canva. Y'all know I'm gonna advocate for Canva every time. If y'all really rock with me, y'all go ahead and tag me down below. So I created this design in Canva. If you want this design, go ahead and go to my website, go to digital products, and you can download this for free. Y'all. I'm giving this away for free, so you better go get it before I start charging. Okay, but I'm also going to sell the printouts as well if you want to go ahead and get this design and press it on the shirt yourself. If you don't have a heat press, don't worry, you can use an iron. Okay, once I export it out of Canva, I go ahead and import it inside of my Cricut design space. If you do not have a Cricut, but you do have a printer, you can still go ahead and do this, guys. You do not need a Cricut. You just need to get you an X-Acto knife and weed out those dead spaces. So as you can see, the J has that dead space. I don't want the white to show up on my shirt. So that's why I'm cutting it with the Cricut. But if, like I said, if you don't have a Cricut, go ahead and cut it out with an X-Acto knife. Once I upload it into Cricut Design Space, I am going to adjust the width. I never adjust the height, only the width, because the paper is 8.5 by 11. So I want to get it as close as I can to that size. But keep in mind that Cricut only allows you to cut certain sizes of an image. So in this case, I had to use 7.93 width. So if you do get this free editable template, just make sure you do it to that size if you do not make any changes. If you do make changes, you will have to adjust, okay? It may be a little hard to see, but these are my printer settings. I just do letter and plain paper. Once I print it out, of course, it's time to cut it. So I am just applying it to my mat. And then I'm going to put it inside my Cricut, of course, so it can go ahead and cut out that dead space and around my design. Once it's done cutting, I take off the excess paper. Pull it from the mat. Y'all be very gentle, okay? If there is a paper backing, but you still want to be very gentle. And as you can see, it cut out that dead space that was inside of the J. Just make sure y'all be gentle though, y'all. It's still vinyl, so you got to be very careful. Now, I'm going to use my heat press. You don't have to use a heat press like I mentioned before, but I'm going to use my heat press. If you are using a heat press, I did mine to a temperature of 305 for 30 seconds. It says 300, but I did 305 just for an extra low, you know. Now, whether you're using a heat press or an iron, you want to make sure you get those wrinkles out. So I go ahead and heat it up for a couple of seconds. And as you see, it gives me like a flat, wrinkle-free surface. If you have a lint roller, please use a lint roller, y'all. They're at the Dollar Tree. They got the little ones and the big ones. Get you a lint roller, okay? Once I'm ready to press my design, I pull the paper backing off. Y'all, do not pull this off like I did. Look how wrinkled it is. I mean, it didn't come out like that, but look how wrinkled it is. Please do not pull it off how I did it, y'all. Please be very gentle and take your time. If you order this exact paper, it comes with pieces of butcher paper. If you do order the design as a printout, I will make sure I include one for you. So don't worry about that. I got you. Once you press it for that 30 seconds, baby, voila. Or is it voila? Baby, just look at it. Don't it look good?